Okay, this video is about fucking Darkthrone. If you're watching this, I'm sure you know who the fuck they are. They are basically become immortalized in the extreme metal, black metal scene, so to speak. Very influential. You know who they are. I know who they are. But this video is about how when I first heard the motherfuckers. We're gonna go back to 1991. At this point, I was already listening to heavy stuff. I moved on to death metal and whatnot. At this point, I knew who Bathory was, Venom. I was listening to Blasphemy, Fallen Angel of Doom, which was on Wild Rags Records that came out in 1990. I had the tape, so I knew that shit. The Herod, Oath of the Black Blood. That tape, I had that, came out in 91, I think it was 91 it came out. It was on Turbo Music label, if anybody remembers that fucking label. They put out some interesting stuff. So around this time I already knew about black metal, still early on. But when I first heard Darkthrone, I bought the album Soulside Journey, their debut. I hadn't heard about them prior. I know they were doing tape trading and with their demos and whatever. I didn't hear the shit back then. But 1991, I bought Soulside Journey. And I thought it was pretty fucking good. Good, solid death metal. It didn't blow me away, but it was still pretty solid. I liked it a lot. It sounded good. Reminded me of Swedish death metal, so kind of close to that. Was into it. Thought it was good. I couldn't wait for the next release. So then I hear in Peaceville they're going to release the second album. Okay, cool. Let's check this shit out. And of course, everybody knows Blaze in the Northern Sky comes out. Influential album, classic shit. But at the time, I just like everybody else wasn't expecting what was coming. I listened to it and at the time I thought it sounded like fucking dog shit. I was expecting to hear heavy, thick guitar sounding death metal. It turned on this shit and I fucking hated it. I thought it was fucking garbage. I thought it was trash. And this is around the time that this second wave of Norwegian black metal was starting to get momentum going. I started seeing more and more bands moving toward that direction. So Blaze in the Northern Sky, some other stuff too, but when that came out, I fucking hated it. And locally, here in Houston, a lot of the local bands were going that direction too. If you know, Implication is a long-time death metal band. At this point, they started moving more towards black metal, and they're showing it again wearing actual corpse paint and candles and all this shit. I thought it was cool. At least with Implication, they still stayed. It was still heavy as fuck when they played. It was black metal, but I don't know. This change in Darkthrone, I really wasn't into at the time. Over time, of course, I got into it. Now I absolutely love the albums. All the three black metal ones, that one, Under a Funeral Moon, Transylvania Hunger, those classic ones. Even Panzerfaust is pretty damn good as well as far as good black metal. But at the time, this corpse paint phenomenon was starting to take over. You're seeing more and more shit. And actually the first time, this is kind of fucked up, the first time I actually saw a person, not in a band, but a guy at a show with corpse paint on, I was at an Agnostic Front show. 92, 93, I can't remember. I know it was on the One Voice tour, but outside there was a fucking guy with corpse paint on, curled down, corpse paint, and a bunch of fucking skinheads were standing around and they were all pissing on him. This is the most fucked up shit. They were pissing on his face and he had corpse paint and he was going, yeah, yeah, yeah. I guess he thought that was gonna fucking scare them off, putting some black magic shit, but they just kept pissing on him. I don't know, it's pretty fucked up. I was laughing at the time, but whatever. Anyway, that's besides the point. But, moving on more, you start seeing more and more shit. Even at this time, I think I had heard Propanotica for the first time. I can't remember if I heard it before Blaze in the Northern Sky or after. I know the first time Propanotica was on, or I saw their picture in the Wild Rags magazine. The motherfuckers were all naked with blood rubbed all over their cocks and shit, so it was pretty striking shit. But anyway, moving on though, I eventually grasped that Norwegian black metal style. I mean, a little bit after I began getting it listened and understood the whole, just the feeling of it. I got it, and now I love the shit. But the classic black metal albums, it was, I bought the CDs back then. Also went and bought these reissues, which are pretty cool. What I like about them is they have bonus CDs with commentary tracks by Fenris. Initially I thought that was pretty, why would I listen to that shit? But actually it's pretty damn interesting listening to his commentary of each song and what went into creating it and writing it. So overall good stuff. But I don't know, I bought obviously vinyl and CDs of shitload of Darkthrone over the years, and I still love Soulside Journey as well. But it's just funny how as a youngster, you think of, you hate one thing and then it comes full circle and you like it later. I mean, it only took me a few years to really get into it, but I finally saw the light. Anyway, I don't know, fuck off.